everybody. Good afternoon to you. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Today, Oregon's going through kind of a weird day. I've never seen weather like this. It's 100 degrees outside, it's really windy, and there's a little bit of rain. How does that work? How can it be 100 degrees and raining? Not really hard, just sprinkling. I don't get it. Maybe that's a Pacific Northwest thing. Anyway, so keeping an eye on Chantal and her content today. She did a live earlier, which I'm going to react to here in a second. And she's on another live. The second live, I peeked at it. It looks really boring. It looks like the first live was a bit more interesting. Not by much, but still. So I'll look at the other live later when I have time. And if there's anything react worthy, I'll cover it. If not, I'll leave it alone because, trash is trash. And if it's trash, why bother? So this react, I will forewarn you, it might be a bit of a long one. There's a lot of stuff that I found on Twitter, which I'd like to show all of you. I don't know how long it's going to take to go through it all. And then we'll react to at least part of Chantal's live. And then we'll just wrap it up. So what were my thoughts watching the live? Here are my thoughts. I remember when Chantal was with Natter and she was monetizing the subjects of D, V, and S, A. And that period was so incredibly dark that I had to literally bow out. I couldn't deal with it. This particular era of Chantal's, I would say it's getting increasingly dark, just in a different way. Not in the way that the other era was, but still increasingly dark. Chantal's getting worse and worse. Her health is declining, and she's treating it like one big gigantic joke. She thinks she knows what she's doing. She knows she's in trouble, but it's just all one big laughing matter. And it's going to cost her in the long run. It really is. So, not really enjoying the darkness too much, but there's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that anybody else watching this video can do. As I said in my commentary video, she's got to take the first step. Unless she does, nothing can change and no one can help her. So, tell you what, why don't we go on over to Twitter and check out all the Twitter clips and you guys can see part of what was going on in that live. Like I said, it's going to be a bit of a long one today. So before you start watching, if you haven't already, grab yourself a nice warm cup of tea or coffee or snacks because you might be here a while. Okay, so let's get on with the stuff on Twitter. Let me just go ahead and pull up Twitter. I got it all ready. Okay, so for those of you that are on Twitter and you'd like to follow me on Twitter, it's Wow Girl Sarah. Let's start here with Foop Olympics. Foop Olympics says she is dumb. Mo Translate says Chantal is craving donuts. She is saying she will eat a donut with unicity because it coats everything with fiber. Listen, y'all, like I said earlier in the commentary video, we may be hearing Chantal. It may be her voice coming out of her body, but it's the food issue talking. That's really what's going on. The food issue is talking through her. It's just using her as the mouthpiece. That's the food issue saying, I want to be fed and you better feed me. If you're craving something, you better fulfill it. You can't say no to it. And she's going to give in again and again and again. Because if you are in the same environment that you're hurt in, how can you possibly heal? If you've got people that enable you and encourage you in your bad habits, How can those bad habits change? It's not possible. But let's watch the clip courtesy of Mo Translates.
High protein breakfast. Maybe I can eat some protein and drink a Unicity and then have a donut.
So there she is. She's already trying to find little shortcuts and ways to get the things that she wants to eat. She's not trying to tell herself no. She's not trying to restrict herself, despite the fact that she is very, very sick and she's on many different medications, and her body is giving her every indicator that she needs to stop. She still thinks that she's clever and she could find a way around diabetes. You can't lie to your diabetes, Chantal. You can't lie to your blood sugar and get away with it. If you spike up your blood sugar too much, you know what's going to happen. You can lie to your doctors, you can lie to the audience, you can lie to Girl World, but you can't lie to your own body. You put something in it, it's going to react. But here she is just trying to find a workaround to get the stuff that she's craving.
It'll soften the blow a bit instead of just.
No, it won't. No, it won't. Ma'am, your blood sugar anymore is twice or 3 times what it should be at all times. You keep it that way because you just can't stay away from the junk food and that idiot Salah. He's enabling you. He's bringing you stuff more than likely to keep you from having a temper tantrum. You've said yourself, he can't stop you. You make the money. So how can he say no to you? He's going to bring you whatever it is you ask for so that you don't fly off the handle and throw things and act like an overgrown child.
It does. If you eat protein and then like the fiber from the Unicity, it's definitely better than just like.
By the way, about the Unicity, y'all, even on Unicity's website, it says that don't use Unicity if you have a health issue or a disease, that the Unicity products do not heal any of that. It says right there, don't use it in place of any kind of real treatment. And I'm sure she knows this, but again, she's trying to use the Unicity as a workaround to eat more carby, sugary, fast food. Failure to lunch says Foodie Beauty's latest synopsis. Foodie eats Taco Bell quesadilla and potatoes, then eats Salah's meal too. Now, if that doesn't tell you there's a problem, I don't know what does. Not only are you going to eat your fast food meal, but you eat somebody else's meal as well. Like, how out of control are you that you just can't be satisfied with your meal? She's sick of diets and refuses to keep eating healthy, and she would rather unalive than stop eating fast food. She does a jump scare and shows her trotters while saying she never washes her legs or uses deodorant. What? Why am I not surprised? I'm really not, because I remember her back in her Villa days when she did take a shower, which was rare. She would get in the shower for all of 5 minutes and just let the water hit her skin, and that was the extent of her bath. It was so bad that when she went over to Natter's place, as soon as she got there, he would tell her to go get a shower. How embarrassing, but that's what happened. So does it surprise me that here we are years later after the Natter era, and she's saying she doesn't wash her legs or use deodorant? No, not really. She spends a whole life complaining that she wants desserts from Tim Hortons. Well, Chantal, if you want desserts from Tim Hortons, I guess that means you got to go back to Canada, don't you? You got to make that long trip back to Canada for Tim Hortons, unless there's a Tim Hortons in Kuwait. Then that might change things, but last time I heard, the Tim Hortons is in Canada. She had the audacity to say that anyone who sticks to a 1,100 calorie diet obviously has an eating problem. No, that's not true. Like, I'm 5'3". My normal daily intake should be between 1,200, 1,800, something like that, depending on my activity level. Did I have an eating problem? Yes. Do I have it now? No. I just eat what my body needs and no more. I don't go wild with the food, Chantal. And you being a 5 foot tall woman, your daily intake should be a lot less than what it is right now. I'm 3 inches taller than you. You should be in the 120-pound range because you are short. So you don't need as many calories as you think you do, especially being sedentary. Like you're not moving around, you're not doing anything laborious. You don't need all kinds of calories, man. You're not an athlete, you're not an Olympian. You don't need all those doggone calories. Foop Olympics says can't sleep on bed sheets that aren't clean, but you'll flop into the bed sweaty, unbathed, and with dirty feet. Okay. Kristen says biatch when we all remember you. That happened. Those of you that weren't around at that time, yeah, that did happen. Chantal was filthy. She never washed her bed sheets. She never cleaned her room. She had garbage about 3 feet high on her floor to the point where she took a garden rake to rake up the garbage. Yeah, she peed on the sheets, cat hair all over the sheets, and she even vomited and it landed on the sheets. Didn't even clean it off. I mean, this woman is nasty. But let's watch the clip courtesy of Kristen.
I do a lot of laundry, actually.
No, you don't.
When you're doing it for two people, and then I don't know, I have this obsession with like.
And if she's not going in the shower and cleaning herself, who's going to believe that she actually is all up on her laundry? If you can't go into the shower or the bath and bathe yourself and wash yourself, I don't think you're going to do laundry either.
I can't sleep properly, like comfortably, if my bed sheets are not clean. I don't know.
You know, I got a theory about where Chantal sleeps. And I don't think it's in the bed. I think there is a bed, but I don't think she sleeps in it. Maybe Salah does. I think, given Chantal's health and the problems with her breathing, I think she actually sleeps on the couch, propped up. If she tried to lay down and sleep because of all the weight pressing up on her diaphragm, she wouldn't really be able to breathe properly. So I actually think she sleeps on the couch, propped upward, to make sure that she can get the proper oxygen. That's just my theory. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, that's okay. But I don't think she sleeps in the bed anymore. I don't think she can.
You know what I mean? Like, I watch them like obsessive. That's something I'm kind of obsessed with.
No, you're not. No, you're not. More than likely, you sleep on the couch.
I don't like them to be like dirty, so I'm always like washing sheets.
In fact, if Salah is there, I'm sure he sleeps in the bed and she sleeps on the couch. They don't sleep in the bed together. Back at the villa, when Chantal was 200 pounds lighter, she had a queen size bed all to herself. And considering the fact that Salah is, what, 6'4"? And she's 5 feet tall, but she's very, very big. I doubt they could sleep in a queen size bed together. There wouldn't be enough room. Okay, a chick and a duck says the most bat blank thing she's ever said, but also the most honest. Let's watch.
I don't think I'll ever be able to eliminate fast food. I don't think I'll ever be able to eliminate fast food. The thought of eating completely healthy all the time depresses me to a level where I just don't even want to deal. I would rather not even like to live a life eating only healthy food. I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to live my life that way.
And here's the thing Chantal has said in the past, like she will eat until she jumps off the mortal coil. And when she said that, she said it with her whole chest, and she's doing it yet again. Like, she does not want to get healthy. She doesn't want to eat healthy. She wants nothing to do with anything connected to health. She just wants to be enabled in her sickness. And she found YouTube, where she can find people who are like-minded, who might have issues with food. They gravitate towards her, they flock into her chat room, and they become part of her group, her hug box, and they talk about food with her, knowing she's got an issue with food, but they don't care because maybe some of them, they have issues with food. It's just a whole toxic, multi-layered machine that she does not want to break down and build again. But I believe her when she says that she will eat until something happens. Okay, this is also from Kristen. A viewer noticed that Chantal's toenails were still painted from when her sister did them for her in Canada. This prompted someone in chat to ask if she ever washes her feet. And this is what she said. Let's watch.
Yes, I wash. Actually, I don't think ever in my life I've ever scrubbed my feet. I just let the water and the shampoo and the soap wash them in the shower.
Now, what's interesting is that Chantal claims to be a reverted Muslim woman, and she has to do wudu. When you do wudu, I've heard that as far as nail polish, a nail stain is okay because it still touches the surface of the nails. But regular nail polish, the water cannot penetrate. So if her sister painted her toenails and the toenail polish is still on her toenails, that means her feet are not getting properly washed, and she can't do wudu properly. But she's had that toenail polish on since all the way back when. But Chantal, it's, as a diabetic, you have to pay attention to your feet. Everybody's told you that. You got to pay attention to your feet. You can't even examine your feet to see if there are any wounds that maybe you're not aware of, any scratches, anything that might get infected. You're not even cleaning your feet. What is the matter with you?
They're fine.
Yeah, okay. Do you have Salah check your feet? Well, I guess you'll find out the hard way what a dumb decision that is. Okay, Kristen says Salah totally supports her health journey. So there's Salah in the chat telling Chantal, do you want more tacos, babe? You know, there's been some rumors that he is a feedy person. I'm on the fence about that now. I don't know if he is. I'm leaning more in the direction of he's just keeping her pacified so she doesn't have a fit. I could be wrong, though. But even if you're not a feedy, Salah, you have to realize just how critical things are getting. Taking her to the doctor every other day. Her laying on the couch so much, her out of breath. You got to know how critical things are. And you're enabling this crap. You need to get away. If you had any kind of smarts, you'd get away. But let's watch the clip.
Yeah, where's your leftover quesadilla, buddy?
So there she is. She just had a quesadilla and she wants his leftovers. What kind of gluttonous crap is this? Like, you're going to eat your meal and then go to your partner, friend, whatever, and say, where are your scraps? I need your scraps. Chantal, you need inpatient. You're over there hoovering up every bit of food you can get into. Do you go through the garbage too? Good Lord, woman. Jeez. Kristen posted this. Somebody posted in the chat, the deranged bunny says, is Salah trying to off you on purpose, or do either of you know any better? So let's watch the clip.
Maybe he does want me dead. Would you want to live with me? No, I'm just joking. Of course not.
Chantal, I can almost guarantee you there's a lot of inner rage in Salah, a lot of bitterness, a lot of just boiling resentment towards you. You are such a burden. You're so frustrating. You're so mean and you're so nasty and short tempered. I'm sure he just loved to find a way to get rid of you. I'm sure he'd love to put you on the next plane to go back home to Canada and let you go, but he can't because you're stuck to him like glue. You refuse to let him go. I'm sure he'd love it if you got on the plane and he never saw you again. But everybody's been saying for a minute, it feels like Salah is just hoping for something to happen. Because if he cared about you even a little bit, he would put his foot down. And if he didn't do that, he'd walk away from this thing. It can't be just about the money. You're not making that much money. So what is it? Do you have something on Salah? Some kind of blackmail? If there's something you're threatening him with, my money is on that. That you are threatening Salah, and he's just staying put until either you stop this thing and go back home or something happens and then he'll be free. He's got plans, Mr. Salah does. He wants to go live. He wants to travel. He wants to hang out with friends. You won't let him have a life. You suck all the oxygen out of every room you walk into. You are not a pleasant person to be around. You are a 550-pound ball and chain that I'm sure he's just dying to shake one way or the other. Okay, this one's from Nellie, saying it has nothing to do with an appointment. You don't want to be told how to eat. Again, in front of Salah. Let's watch.
I haven't seen the dietitian yet, but I will be seeing them soon. I just can't go right this second because, yeah, I have to wait for an appointment. But they're going to tell me to eat boiled vegetables. I know it.
Yeah, of course they are. If you go to a dietitian, if you go to a doctor, they're going to tell you the same things you've heard 100 times. That you need to lose weight. You need to take care of your health. You need to exercise. You hear the same things from different people. Trained, certified people, educated people. So if you're hearing the same things from different people, do you think maybe there's a reason for that? That they're telling you the same things, that maybe you need to do some of these things and you might see some improvements, dummy? For real. You're doing what you want to do, which has been disastrous. If you listen to people that know what they're talking about, you might get the results you're looking for rather than just living in Delulu land. So here's a clip from Kristen saying, I can't decide if she just doesn't care or truly believes she's untouchable. The message beneath the video says, a Disney girlie saying, I am younger than you, weigh less than you, have much less health problems than you, and I literally almost unalived from too much caffeine and low potassium a few days ago. You're living on borrowed time. Let's watch the clip.
I'm living on the edge, Disney. I'm living on the edge, Disney.
And you're proud of that? You're proud of living on the edge? You think you're a boss for living on the edge? No, you're just stupid. You're just really stupid, Chantal. F around and find out. Mrs. Robinson says the cycle is cycling. When we're back to fast food, Cutie is having Taco Bell. Remember, her fasted BG is 14, which is still very high, but she just wants to eat. She's between diets. Eat more, Cutie, eat more. You know, at this point, I think it's safe to say we're not on a cycle, y'all. We're in a circle. And around, and it doesn't stop. A cycle would imply that there are different phases. There's no phase here. It's a circle going around and around and around, chasing her own tail. Circle. This is the Chantal circle, not the Chantal cycle. R32 Pecked says, yes, we do. It's literally you. A chicken and duck says, ma'am. Let's watch the clip.
She acts like a megalomaniac, like boosting herself up with lies. Do you know those people like that? Like, you ever know anybody like that?
Yeah, you. That's you to a T, you narcissist. That is so you. Truth Seekers says, next time she crashes, she shouldn't come back crying or raging because you were told that could happen. She will most definitely crash again, and she's running out of recovery chances. Yep, and you guys can see what she was eating. Eating tacos, having her Coke. Like, basically, she's flipping the middle finger at her diabetes or high blood sugar. I'm sure she threw a fit. So Salah went out and got the food for her. That way, at least she won't be raging at him. Kristen says she has said it before. The super chat says, I thought no more fast food.
I thought no more fast food. I thought so too. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be able to eliminate fast food. The thought of eating completely healthy all the time depresses me to a level where I just don't even want to deal. I would rather not even like to live a life eating only healthy food. I don't want to do it.
Yep. And there it is. She said it. She'll never do it. She doesn't want to eat healthy. She associates healthy food with food that tastes bad. She thinks that healthy food cannot taste as good as fast food. Like, she associates healthy food with salads and little teeny tiny skinny sandwiches. There's a whole host of healthy food out there that tastes wonderful, but she doesn't want to experiment and find those foods. She's stuck in her old habits, and her old habits are making her sick.
Like, I don't want to live my life that way. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? And nobody can stop you, Chantal. Nobody can stop you from doing what you want to do. All right. Looking. Truth Seeker says, at this point, all of her doctors need to see her talking about eating poorly, because I guarantee many would refuse to help because she's wasting their time knowing the damage she's doing with Salah's help. He's taking her to go get donuts, what she shouldn't eat. Let's watch.
All right, we're going to Turkey to get turkey teeth. Sour cream glazed is my favorite, Brenda. How did you know? Behind Boston cream.
You know, having heard that he's actually taking her to go get donuts, that pretty much confirms he wants something to happen to her. He wants her to end up in the hospital. He wants a medical emergency. He's looking for a way out from Chantal. He wants an escape. So he's going to use her food issue against her and kind of like bring it on. I will die on that hill. He wants to be free of Chantal, and since she won't let him go, he's going to use her own problem against her. I mean, because what caring person would take a diabetic with blood sugar that's 2 or 3 times the normal level to go get freaking donuts? He's hoping for something to happen. Doggone it. And she's an idiot, and she's the one that cares about him. Nellie says, it doesn't work for you. How would you know? You quit after 1 or 2 appointments. It takes actual effort, work to change. You don't want to change. Let's watch the clip.
I've been to many therapists. Many. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah, because you never... Chantal, the reason why the therapy doesn't work for you is because you stop going. You're a very impatient person. You expect to get results with everything right away. And some things, you're not going to get it right away. It takes work. It takes diligence. It takes determination. In your case, it would take getting to the bottom of whatever it is that's wrong that needs to be addressed. And I don't think you're ready. I don't think you want to. I think if you had to face yourself and all the things you've done to your body, to other people, if you had that moment of realization, like it would be too overwhelming for you. You are probably someone that needs to go to therapy for years. You're not going to get completely cured or completely helped in 2 sessions. I think you don't want to go to therapy because in your head, you're thinking the money that I spend on therapy, I could spend on fast food. Like you're always making sure the addiction gets fed above everything else going on in your life. The addiction has to get fed. You're so concerned about that. That's why you need inpatient. You are a danger to yourself and you're a danger to other people due to the medical misinformation that you're spreading. But you're not going to get results in 2 sessions.
I don't know. Maybe I need a long term, but
Yeah, you do.
I'm not ready for that crap right now.
You're never ready. When are you going to be ready? When are you going to be ready? Never. Because you think you're fine and everything's fine. And when are you going to be ready? You got to make yourself ready. Okay. All right. So this is from Kelly saying that didn't take long at all. She's back to eating fast food. Countdown to the next health scare begins. Yep. There's the food, y'all. That's the food she was eating. And you guys saw what a big portion that was. So she ate that and then she ate Salah's food as well. Let me see if I can blow it up. Hold on.
So, I'm having Taco Bell, and I don't give a crap about anything right now because, yeah, I'm figuring things out. I'm in between diets, okay? So, I have some Fiesta potato.
Let's see if I can blow that up. That's what she ate. Does that look like a small portion of something? That's a good enough portion for one person. It looks like way too much for her. But she ate that and she was still hungry. Actually, you know what? Let me change that. She ate that portion and that should have just satisfied her physical hunger, which it probably did. So eating anything after this, it's not about physical hunger, like your stomach is empty. It's the bee monster in your head saying, keep going, keep going, keep going. She's not eating most of the time because of actual hunger. She's eating because of what's going on up here. But y'all take a look at that. She ate that and said, it's not enough. In Chantal's mind, the oversized portion is normal and a smaller portion is abnormal. Like she's got it completely backwards. Kelly says, I can't believe Foodie thinks this is funny. I'd be so embarrassed. And so Riley really can't give a crap about her health.
Yeah. Yeah, where's your leftover quesadilla, buddy? Do you want more taco, babe? No, it's okay.
And you notice what she just did there? She was like trying to act all jokingly about it, but she really wasn't joking. Where's the rest of your quesadilla, buddy? That little demanding tone of hers. She was saying without saying, I ate my portion. I am not full. And I'm going to be crabby and I'm going to be mean until you go get me more. So either give me your food right now, or you're going right back to that Taco Bell and getting me more food until I am satisfied.
It's yours. Babe.
Here, babe. Take it.
What? You're not going to eat it?
And he got the hint. She was like, where's the rest of your quesadilla, buddy? And he got right up and he gave her the rest of his food because the last thing he wants her to do is throw a temper tantrum and he's got to deal with that. So he just gave her his food.
Hi, Julia.
Can I have my Pepsi Max, please?
And she thinks it's funny to take somebody else's food.
0 sugar. As they say.
She thinks it's funny. It's not funny. You're such a gluttonous beast, Chantal, that you're eating other people's food. Holy moly, macaroni and cheese, Batman.
Ow! I eat more than my friggin' husband.
Yeah, well, it's been that way since the beginning.
Okay. Thank you.
So she just ate that, whatever it was that was in that box. Now she's going to eat his food too.
It's kind of my fault. Because I just can't live a life like of eating only like Brenda said, boiled cabbage and like.
Okay, I don't want to see her eat. Sorry about the 2 bites right there. We'll move along. Okay. So Queen of WTF says, looks like you need to figure it out sooner rather than later. Let's watch.
I'm having Taco Bell, and I don't give a crap about anything right now because, yeah, I'm figuring things out. I'm in between diets, okay? I'm having Taco Bell.
And you know what? I've heard that before. I'll figure things out later. I'm working on things, just not right now. You know, when you have an issue, when you have an addiction, your best friends are always someday, soon, tomorrow, later. And the people you block on your phone are today and right now. You want the friends around that encourage you not to change, but the ones that would insist you change immediately, you don't want them around. And that's, you just heard her. Her best friend is someday. Someday I'll do this. Someday I'll go on vacation. Someday you're O-Beeze. You know, the procrastination friends are her friends. That's right. That's right. Yeah, keep going, Chantal. Truth Seeker says, is the Unicity working with this bee eating with Salah, bringing her food laying down? He's her biggest enabler. She's starving. Her her blood sugar is going to spike. Hasn't taken her insulin yet, and it's already past 10. Well, you know, if something happens, he's going to have to deal with it. He is going to have to deal with it. Let's see. Fondue Pondu says this stupid punchable face is her cutie face, and she's the most manipulative here. She tries to act 5 years old, endearing, and asking Shmi if she can have a second cookie. Who told this person acting 5 at 40 years old is adorable? I don't know, but it's disturbing. Kidney J says, it's okay, cutie. You can order pizza in your dialysis chair. I've seen it done. Yeah, knowing Chantal, she probably will, Kidney J. Let's see. Let me see. I'm looking for more here. Future Becky Al Rafe says, I'm taking my health really seriously now and only eating unprocessed home-cooked meals. The home-cooked meals. Well, that didn't last long, did it? Of course not, because she doesn't like to cook. All right. I'm looking. Let's see. So I think we're caught up with all of the stuff on Twitter. So let's go on to the live, and we're not going to watch every single solitary second. I'm trying to skip past the part where she's eating. Let me just look really quick. I don't want to see Chantal eat. I don't care what she says. All right. So I'm starting in about 21 minutes in. So you guys don't have to watch her eat, and I don't have to watch her eat. So we're just starting from here, and let's go.
Persian Zeresh Polo. No, I haven't. I am French Canadian, yeah. I just had Taco Bell for dinner. Is this the bag? Garbage bag? I don't want to have a hoarding table. Oh. There's actually like a bulb of garlic on the table for some reason. I thought no more fast food. Thought so too. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be able to eliminate fast food. The thought of eating completely healthy all the time depresses me to a level where I just don't even want to deal. I would rather not even like to live a life eating only healthy food. I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to live my life that way. I don't know. I know that sounds bad, but
You know, I honestly think that Chantal has an emotional attachment to the fast food. She might have emotional issues tied up with food. Like, food is something that'll never leave her, never cheat on her. It's old reliable. It is old faithful. She wants to be married, but she'll never be able to be married to Salah or any man the way that she's married to her addiction, the way she's married to food. The food is the only thing she's ever been really faithful to, and she will never, ever leave. Sad.
I don't want to eat only unhealthy food all the time either, though.
But you are.
I want to eat like a mix, you know?
But you can't.
Melly, you're happy? After a certain amount of years of marriage, that does happen, doesn't it? Yeah, it is depressing. I don't know.
I guess not being able to find clothes that fit, or losing your mobility, or being in constant pain, I guess that's not depressing. That's not depressing at all. Doesn't bother you, Chantal? Living with that constant pain? That doesn't affect your mental health or your physical health? Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's all gone. Did you like your food, babe? Are you full? I'm not full.
You're never full. You know what? I'm just going to show this on camera for just a second. Something that I saved on Twitter. And I think I showed it before, but I'm going to show it again. And it's probably going to make Chantal angry, which I'm okay with that. But you say that if you cut out the fast food, Chantal, that it would be depressing to you, right? You said that. Okay. Well, let me show you something. Really, really quick. Really, really quick. This is on Twitter. This is courtesy of Florida Salt and Sass. This is a picture of Chantal. This was back 2 years ago plus, when she was still living with Pete's. This is before she put on the abaya and the hijab. This is what she looked like, and this is before she gained all the weight that she has now. So why am I showing this picture? This isn't about body shaming, Chantal. This is just showing that your body is suffering. and it's in pain. Like this portion right here at the bottom, that is your fupa. And this was back in the Villa days. And ma'am, during my time when I had my food issue, my highest weight was 150 pounds. And I could feel it on me and it was painful. I didn't like it. I just felt gross. And I lost a bunch of weight and I feel so much better. I move so much better. I can't imagine the pain of having a fupa that big that hangs in the front of you, that hangs off of your body. I can imagine it. It must be tremendously painful to have that flesh just hanging down like that. And from what we've seen of you in Kuwait, your fupa is actually grown a lot. It's gotten bigger. It's gotten heavier. It's down to almost your knee level, which I'm sure affects your movement, to have your fupa slapping against your legs as you walk. So like you're going through physical pain because of your food habit. And yet you won't fix the pain. You're saying, I can't imagine a life without food. It would be depressing. Being in actual physical pain because of something like this is not depressing. It doesn't bother you. It would bother me. I'd have to do something about it before it even got to this level. But this is the you back in Canada, Chantal. This was you before you gained a lot of weight. This was you about 150 pounds ago. So I can only imagine what the fupa looks like now. But you're in excruciating pain every day because of your habit. And yet you're not understanding that the habit is the reason why your body's going through it. And it's going to keep going through it until you do something about it. So let's go back over to the live and see what she has to say. Let's watch.
What would you cook for me, Leslie, as the first meal? Takes a while to build habits. You can always ease into it. Yeah, for sure. 23 years? Wow. Poor Salah. What am I doing to Salah? If Salah's not happy, he doesn't have to be with me, right? So you didn't finish it? Uh-oh. I'm not even full. I'm not even.
Uh-oh. Salah just told her I didn't completely finish my food. You shouldn't have said that, Salah. Tall is because maybe he's under the impression that if he jumps off the foodie beauty train, the moment he jumps off that train, she's going to start making big money and he's going to miss out. Like his little greedy heart just doesn't want to leave because he's afraid he might miss out on something. Well, there's nothing to miss out on. She's getting sicker and sicker, which is going to lead to her spending more and more money on doctor visits and medications. This thing is not going to pop off financially if you leave, Salah. It really isn't. It really is not, sir. I don't know what you're sticking around for. I don't know if she's got something on you, but you're stupid for sticking around this long.
My wheelie chair in the kitchen. I don't have a chair in the kitchen. So now I have to like stand all the time.
Aw, poor baby. Yeah, I remember the villa when you had the office chair in the kitchen and you basically sat right in front of the fridge because you wanted to be near the food. You want to have access to a full fridge for your food.
Oh, well. Breaks are good for marriage. Yeah. It's like they say, keep things healthy, you know? My eyebrows are greasy from my moisturizer. Bring those leftovers. Yeah, bring them pronto. I'm not physically full.
You don't have to be full. You can eat a meal and say, that's enough. I've eaten enough. I don't have to be topped off. I don't have to be bloated. I've eaten something and I'm going to leave it alone. You can be satisfied, but you want to say overfull.
Need to get 2 quesadillas next time. Angry.
There you go. See that comment in the chat, y'all, from Stacy? You need to get 2 quesadillas next time. Feedy's in the chat. People with food issues in the chat encouraging her. And you call us the haters, Chantal? Girl world, we're a bunch of haters? No, ma'am. You got people in your audience that something's wrong with them.
Great bonus daughter. The name. Hello. You want to be proposed to? Yeah, making it yourself would probably be more filling for sure.
So here's person Brenda saying, Salah, bring out the second quesadilla. She's starving. How can she be starving if she just ate? She's not starving. If she ate something, she's not starving. Starving implies you're not eating at all. She's not starving. Y'all need to stop stuffing her to the gills.
It's hot in here. No, the brownie's gone, obviously. It's been a few days. They don't last forever. But Salah had the last one. Or did I eat it? I don't even remember, honestly. Your stomach is probably stretched out. Yeah, of course it is. Maybe, I don't know. Is that true that it stretches? Like stays stretched, or does it go back? Does it only stretch when you fill it with food?
Yeah, about that. So I think the reason why Chantal stuffs her stomach all the time is because she does the feedy requests. And in order to do those feedy requests and to eat the copious amounts of food that the feedies request of her, she has to keep her tummy stretched out as much as possible at all times. If she eats smaller portions, her stomach is going to shrink and she can't do as many feedy requests. So she's always topping off the tank and making sure she's over full. When she gets those feedy requests, she can do 5 or 10 a day or something versus, say, 2 or 3 with a normal sized stomach.
I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm just tired of diets. That's why I'm in between them right now. So
When have you ever done a diet? Did I miss something? When did she ever do a diet?
brownie blackout. Shut up. I don't have any backup quesadilla. I don't like diets. I hate them.
You know why? Like, I've said this when it comes to people who have food issues, especially on the extreme side like Chantal, diets don't work. Diets are for people who want to lose just a few pounds, but they don't have a problem with food. She's got an extreme problem with food. The person, egg on legs, that said you need a lifestyle change, not a diet, they're not wrong. She got to change her whole life and her lifestyle in order to get better. And a diet, no matter what diet it is not going to fix what's wrong, what's going on in her head. So she needs extreme change, intense change for it to work. So diets would never work with Chantal.
Shudder at the thought. Frag! Cheese with extra cheese.
Besides, when it comes to diets, diets are not something you could do for life. They're only meant for short periods of time. What she needs is something long term.
Eggs on legs, that's private. Richard Simmons. I want to go lay on the couch. Juice. Oh, juicy juice. No, it's comfortable. It's comfortable, this position. Slay juice. Stop thinking.
Okay, I'm going to make you guys aware of something. And I noticed this way back in the day when I was reacting to Chantal. As you guys know, I had an issue with food. And I picked up on things that if you've had an issue with food before, you know what you're looking at. As far as Chantal, I noticed back in her villa days that she would eat a tremendous amount of food. And then during that live stream, as soon as she was done, she would go lay down on the bed with her llama pillow and just lay there and talk. And then get back up and eat again. Like she just ate something. And she's laying down on the couch. You want to know why? What she's doing as a person that she's addicted to food, she's waiting for her stomach to settle and for some of that food to kind of digest. She's waiting for that little pocket of space in her stomach to appear. When she starts to feel it, she'll get back up and she'll eat more. Like she's looking for any way to just keep putting more in. So she ate the food, and whatever it was that she just ate, like the tacos, it was enough. It's just that the bee monster in her head is telling her, keep going. So to keep going, she's laying down and she's letting her stomach settle. And then after a few minutes, she can get back up and eat again. Yeah, that's an old trick. I see you, Chantal.
Licking your lips. Everyone doesn't like the noise. Okay. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn.
Oh, you love your mom?
And your dad's house.
Hi, Tracy. Don't drink juice.
Moving on.
I want to get Tim Hortons.
So, I mean, the level of her problem is so severe. She just ate a bunch of tacos from Taco Bell. And she's sitting here talking about food and how much she wants Tim Hortons. Like, and that was Chantal back in the Villa days. She would order takeout, a lot of it, sit at her desk, eat the takeout. While she's eating the takeout, before it's even done, she's thinking about her next meal. She would order a meal while eating one. And she could do that for hours. The amount of food this woman can put away is horrifying and shocking and almost impressive. Not in a good way, mind you, but just you wonder where it all goes. But she just ate a big meal and already talking about, I'm craving this and I'm craving that. Her mind is already on the next meal or the next treat. Like she just can't stop eating. That's why she needs inpatient real bad.
Yeah, Brie Mac. Are meds expensive here? No, not really. Depends.
Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. The meds are expensive and you keep going, you're going to end up in the hospital. And those medical bills are not going to be cheap, Chantal.
Depends what it is. Like Ozempic is, yeah.
Give her catnip. I know, PETA. After my thanks, Casey. After my surgery. Whoa.
What surgery?
After my surgeries, they always give me Dilaudid, and I'm always sad when I run out. So yeah, I know that's not good for me to have with an addictive personality. Really? Like because of companies like Tim Hortons?
Wait a minute, she's talking about surgeries. What surgery did she have? Did I miss something?
Why? I don't know what I would want. Probably a double with Splenda. And I want to try their mushroom truffle cheese pastry thing.
So she's already thinking about getting some desserts and getting some sweets. And Salah's in the chat. She's pretty much telling him what the next run is going to be about. She's saying without saying, I'm still hungry. I'm not done yet. You're not done yet. So be prepared to go out and get some more food.
I hate adulting. So do I. So do I. They have Timbits, but I don't think so. Blue pot. My teeth. I have Pepsi teeth right now. I gotta go see Dr. Teeth. I'm not gonna hospital bees because my kidney infection is pretty much cleared up, and I'm taking all my meds.
Hold on a second. I'm confused. You just went to the doctor and it's already all cleared up? That quickly? I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. Something that intense and it cleared up within a few days? No, not believing that.
When I miss meds, that's a problem. They have pizza now. I did try it before.
I mean, if she had severe kidney problems, kidney complications, I would think they would have checked her out, given her medication, told her to come back for a checkup to see how her kidneys looked. And depending on what the doctors would see, they would prescribe more medication and do more tests to see if everything was okay before they gave the okay. But I don't think she's been back. I don't think there's been a follow-up or more medication given.
They don't have it here, the pizza. There's no Dairy Queen, but there's something called KDD. My eyebrows? Thank you, Iona. Really? They're too skinny or something. I don't know. I guess I have to have something skinny. There's a donut place here called Winchell's Blueberry Fritter. Oh, stop.
Yep, there we go. See, like there's one of her own mods talking about donuts. Her own mod, Breeze It, saying there's a donut place here called Winchell's and they have a blueberry fritter, like an apple fritter, but blueberry, and it's delectable. And why do you need to mention that to Chantal? You couldn't keep that to yourself? You Beezers, man, you guys are a trip to me. You really are a trip to me. Something's wrong with you.
That sounds so good.
You know, as much as I don't like Chantal and I think she's evil, like I would never walk up to an addict and talk about or mention the source of what they've been addicted to or what they are addicted to their face. I just wouldn't do it because I know that addiction is your own personal private hell. And a lot of people are fighting that battle and they don't need anything making them backslide. But here's a whole list of people in her chat that they want her to eat. They want her to keep going. They want her to get bigger. They want her to get sicker. And Chantal, if you end up in the hospital, which you more than likely will because you're not taking care of yourself, they're not going to be in the hospital with you holding your hand saying, I'm so sorry, Queen, get better. Nope. Nope, they'll move on to somebody else on YouTube doing the feedy content. And you'll be just a memory.
Or like it's like lobster season in like the East Coast, right? Oh. Yes. I'm living on the edge, Disney. Where did Salah go? Where did you go? Excuse me, sorry. Where did you go?
Look at her screaming, "Where did you go, Salah? I trust you only when you're modding in the chat. I know where you are and I know what you're up to, but you disappeared. Where'd you go?" She's already freaking out. "I don't see his name in the chat. You're my mod. Where did you go?" Insecure much?
Where did you go, babe?
God, can't do anything with you around. You must be a joy to live with, Chantal.
Yeah, I miss a lot of food places from Canada. I don't know.
He probably gives her food just to shut her up for an hour so he can have some free time to himself.
Tim Hortons, that's why I wanted to go. Coffee McQueen, usually Fortnite or stuff on Oculus, but I
And he's probably like, "Here's like 10 bazillion donuts. Let me just game for an hour in the other room, woman."
glad I've been in a Mario mood. I would play Mario right now. He's hiding his quesadilla. Yes. Yeah, where's your leftover quesadilla, buddy? I've been to Nova Scotia.
So he disappeared from chat, and she's trying to bring him back or see what he's up to. And she's demanding that he bring his food to her because she wants to make sure he's still around.
Yeah, I used to live in Prince Edward Island for a few months. I miss pizza. I'm having boiled chicken and raw veggies. Yeah, that's what you guys want me to eat. That's what you want me to eat. Really, Melly? Tim Hortons was the highlight of the trip? Do you want more taco, babe? No, it's okay.
Yeah, he senses that she's getting crabby because she's not full. So he's like, "Let me just go ahead and give her my food. I'll get a sandwich later."
It's yours.
Either he gives it up freely or she takes it out of his hand saying, "I bought it. It's mine anyway. Give it here."
Trigger warning. Don't yell at me. That's what you want. You want me to eat boiled cabbage and steamed chicken breast with no skin. Oh, sorry. My concept? Okay, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I lived in PEI.
I think Chantal knows that there's more than just boiled chicken and cabbage out there. She knows there's more healthy food than that. It's just that she just doesn't want to eat healthy. She doesn't want to do it. So she's using that as a bad example of healthy eating to stay away from it.
Blue pot. You're gonna get it. Broccoli with cottage cheese and mustard. Ah. Otherwise, you will wither away. Thanks, Casey Jones 2.0. Cottage cheese and mustard. It's actually not bad. Chicken sausage with mustard. Snap. Stupid lunch plate. Tiffany lunch plate. When I rage. The Fiesta fries. I don't want any more of those.
Let me just go back. He actually brought her the food and she thinks it's funny. Watch.
Chicken sausage with mustard. Snap. Stupid lunch plate. Tiffany lunch plate. Chicken sausage is actually good though. Potato diet, then chicken diet. No. Go eat another chicken sausage. Who did I say? I'm hiding my teeth because they're freaking Pepsi yellow. I need to see Dr. Teeth. Boiled egg with mustard and Old Bay seasoning. Wow. If you put a pinch of... I'm crying because somebody said something about boiled vegetables and plain chicken. Babe.
Here, babe. Take it.
Yeah, it took him a while. Did you guys notice, like, she started saying, I want more food. And it took him a good few minutes to bring more food. So, kind of confirmation that he doesn't stay in that house. Because if he did, he'd be in the other room and he could, like, come to her in seconds. It took him a few minutes to do that.
What? You're not going to eat it?
Hi, Julia.
Can I have my Pepsi Max, please?
Zero sugar. I'm tasting it.
And again, she thinks it's funny to take somebody else's food. Oh, this is so funny. It's just such a big funny deal. Not funny. It's sad. You're being enabled and it's sad.
Ow!
Incredibly happy to get more food right now. She's way too happy. Like I said, food, it is all of her happiness. And like I said in the commentary video, like, food is not just something she loves to do, so that she's addicted to. It's literally her identity. Where most people would say, hi, I'm so-and-so, and say, alcohol is my problem. With Chantal, it's, hi, I'm food, and Chantal is my problem. It's literally her identity. It's all she knows.
I eat more than my friggin' husband. Okay. Thank you. Because I talk about my health. But I just can't live a life like of eating only like Brenda said, boiled cabbage and like healthy stuff. Hi, Julianne. Toonie Tuesday. There still is one?
Chantal, do you see how far down the hole you are? You can't even sit up and do your live streams anymore. You got to lay down. To do your live streams, you got to lay down for them. And I don't know what this is. If you're deliberately doing things, saying things, trying to get people to react to you, trying to get girl world upset with you. But here's the part that you're not getting. The fact that we are not emotionally invested in you. Your story has gotten boring. We don't care enough to even hate you. And all the things you're doing trying to get people to pay attention to you and react to you, and you're trying to be rebellious and defiant, it's stupid because it only hurts you. You can eat all the fast food all at one time. You're the only one who's going to get sick from it. You're not going to affect our health. It's dumb to cut off your nose to spite your face, to try to hurt people at the same time you're hurting yourself. Because the ones you're trying to hurt are not going to be hurt. You're just being a rebellious child for no reason.
It's a backup quesadilla. It's love leftovers. Yeah.
And those of you that are beezers that you are not feedy people, those of you that don't have food issues and you're not about that life of encouraging Chantal to be sick, like, this is what it is. Do you see it? This is what it is. She doesn't care about her health. She doesn't care at all. She even said, I'm not going to eat healthy. I'm not going to be healthy. So any promises that come out of this woman's mouth about I'm going to get healthy, don't believe it. She hasn't offered up any proof that she's going to get healthy. She's not gonna. So if you're a part of Chantal's channel and watching her do this self-harm content, if it's emotionally affecting you, if it's stressing you out, like you're waiting around to see if it gets better, it's not gonna. It's really not. She's already made her decision. She's not fighting for life. She's fighting to see how fast she and the Grim Reaper can have a bowling date.
Not every meal has to be takeout, no. I made shepherd's pie. Animal Crossing? A middle ground between boiled cabbage, yeah. But sometimes I bees. A cheat day once a week. It's whenever you say once a week, then whenever you start putting these food rules, then I freak out.
Yeah, because she thinks she's missing out. She thinks restriction is I'm missing out on something. Like if she restricts the fast food, I'm missing out on the fast food. If you don't eat Burger King for a week, Chantal, you don't have to worry. You can eat Burger King next week or the week after that or the week after that. The Burger King restaurant is going to be there. The KFC restaurant is going to be there. The Domino's is going to be there. They're not going to close down as soon as you stop eating them. Like restriction is sometimes not bad, but you think you're missing out on something if you stop yourself from eating it for a day. You're not missing out. You don't miss your mobility. You don't miss your health. You just miss fast food.
Melly. Babe, if you get hungry after, I'll make you some fried eggs. I do love vegetables also. Rat face. Yeah. I did get help before.
It didn't work because you didn't stick to it.
No, Grandma G, I know how to eat and lay down very well. Check your blood sugars more than once a day. Like, not before bed. Really? I'm done eating now, sushi girl. Brownie experiment. I didn't eat pickles with my meal. How can I do that? Steamed fish. You had a cheat day once a week right after high school? I haven't seen the dietitian yet, but I will be seeing them soon. I just can't go right this second because, yeah, I have to wait for an appointment.
You know, even if she can't see a therapist or a dietitian in person, I'm sure if she went online, there are websites you could go to get therapy sessions or to see a dietitian right now. Or even if she can't, there are tons of videos on YouTube to teach you as a diabetic how to have a healthy diet. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. If you seek out the information, you really, really want it. You just have to go looking for it.
But they're going to tell me to eat boiled vegetables. I know it. Air fried with Worcestershire or nothing? You can tell someone who binges to restrict because it's true. Those brownies were so good though. Oh my gosh. They had chocolate chunks inside.
Babe,
Yes, hon.
do you want more?
Oh, no thanks, baby.
Oh God, he's such an enabler. She's had her tacos, his quesadilla, and he's saying, "You want more?" And you guys don't think that he wants her gone one way or the other? Because I do.
Samosa, maybe?
And Chantal, if you can't see it, you're blind. You must be absolutely blind to the fact that this man is desperate to get you gone one way or the other. If he can't get you gone on a plane back to Canada, he's trying other things to escape from you.
And you know, someone like Salah, he doesn't know anything. Before you met me, you didn't understand the concept of like obesity and eating disorders and stuff, but
Yep, and that's one of the main reasons why she chose him. Because eating issues over his head, had no idea. She probably lied to him and told him, "Oh, this is how I make money on YouTube. I just sit down and eat food." And he had no idea just how bad it was, or that she had an issue with food the way it is. And he found out way too late. He is finding out, and he probably still doesn't understand all of it. That it's not just about her sitting down eating a bunch of food. She is a straight up food addict, which requires treatment. She keeps lying to him and saying, "I can fix this. I can fix this." But she can't fix it, Salah. She doesn't want to fix it. She doesn't have the tools. She doesn't have the coping skills and coping mechanisms. It's been 2 years. If she could fix it, shouldn't it have been fixed by now? Either she doesn't know what she's doing or she doesn't want to fix it, or both. She just tells a bunch of lies to buy herself more time with you so she can continue to be a glutton.
once you love someone, it's too late.
Oh, that was pretty confessional. Let's go back and hear that again.
A week right after high school. I haven't seen the dietitian yet, but I will be seeing them soon. I just can't go right this second because yeah, I have to wait for an appointment. But they're going to tell me to eat boiled vegetables. I know it. Air fried with Worcestershire or nothing? You can tell someone who binges to restrict because it's true. Those brownies were so good though. Oh my gosh. They had chocolate chunks inside.
Babe,
Yes, hon.
do you want more?
Oh, no thanks, babe. I'm fine.
Samosa, maybe?
He probably feeds her until she passes out so he can go out and do things in the red room. But first, he's got to stuff her like a turkey full of food. Okay, let's continue.
And you know, someone like Salah, he doesn't know anything. Before you met me, you didn't understand the concept of like obesity and eating disorders and stuff, but once you love someone, it's too late. Trapped. I'm just joking.
No, she's actually not joking. That actually isn't a joke. Like I remember long ago, Chantal saying, "I just have to get into his house." Creepy thing to say, but she said it. I just have to get into his house. I always wondered, why is it so important for Chantal to get into a man's house? And I think I know why. Because she felt that if she got into a man's house, that she was getting closer to that man and she could leave her stuff behind and kind of mark her territory. But she suckers people in. She puts on a improved version of herself for a while. And then once she feels like she's got complete control, then she shows who she really is and what she's really about. Like she was a whole different person when she first started talking to Natter. And then over time, she started to let out her real feral self. And that has happened with Salah as well. So she hid her food problem from Salah. And now that she's all the way moved over there and he can't go anywhere, she basically essentially trapped him.
Oh, yeah.
And what a way to be, Chantal, to have a man around you, not because they want to be around you, not because they love you, but because you trap them with you. Nice.
He's
Stop.
it's funny, eh?
Babe, did you put the thing back in front of the fridge?
Chantal, he just basically called you fat to your face. He said obese. He's calling you fat.
Because the stuff will get warm.
Which one?
The container. No, the fridge. It's closed properly, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes it doesn't close properly, so it's the worst thing. I wake up, I go to get some cold water. Everything's warm in the fridge. He's a good husband, he is.
No, he's a good enabler. He's a good little assistant. Going to get your food. That's pretty much it. You do realize you could have saved all that money and just stayed in Canada and had Pete live with you, and it would have been a lot cheaper. And Pete does care for you. Yes, he does.
I'm a very, very willful individual.
Yeah, we know.
And nobody can tell me no. Trust me.
Right.
You should attend the diabetes class. Yeah, baby. You should.
And part of your problem is you say yes to yourself too much for all the wrong things. Hence why you need more people around you telling you no.
Come with me, my sweetest love. I'm sure that's what he feels like doing. O-Beeze. No, I eat those Brussels sprouts. Like, I love them. Hi, Jen Marie. I should make some right now. I won't put butter. Just Brussels sprouts, salt, pepper.
Just ate food and talking about food. Next. Anything else?
You're doing well. I miss my sis. I do. I can do sit-ups, actually. I'm actually not that bad. I'm not that bad. Country crock is like a butter spread, but it's not butter. It's like hydrogenated oil. Chemicals. Pat Node. Are you French?
Okay, she's getting kind of boring. Is there anything else here? Let's see.
Oh, buddy. Country crock, I know. My ham? Excuse me. I know you meant that, you freaking troll. This is from my IV.
Okay, like I'm not body shaming. I just want to give you guys a comparison. So Chantal's 5 feet tall, which means she's a shorty like me. Look at Chantal's hand compared to mine. Her hands will probably be smaller than mine. But just look at the difference of the hands. And again, she's a shorty. I'm a shorty. She should be about the same weight range as I am right now. And the difference in the hand is astonishing.
What would you rather, a chubby, soft hand or a bony, cold one full of veins?
What? Where did she get that at? What the heck? Who is she talking about?
When I worked selling insurance, they always had catering from restaurants like Toys. Yeah, I know. Every office job I worked at had food. Whenever I worked for home health care in the office, yeah, Koshka. First of all, the boss would bring in fresh bagels from Kettleman's Bagels and cream cheese. And then somebody would always bring in treats. I
mean, like, look, my head is still spinning over the skinny hand comment. Like, what is she implying? Is she implying people that are smaller that they have something and that's why they're skinny? I'm not trying to read too much into it. I'm just wondering where that last part of the comment came from. I like, where did that come from? She should have stopped at, would you rather have a chubby hand or a small hand? But she went further with it. Where'd the last part come from, Chantal?
don't know. Yeah, it was always good. Good food. And the delivery, okay, here's the thing with the services.
You know, Chantal, I'm so sick of hearing you talk about food. Please shut up.
It sounds like torture. Don't deprive myself of any food except sugary desserts. Yeah, I mean, I know, like, I still eat some junk there, like this, but I try not to eat. I know I had the brownie, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw that brownie. And it didn't look like a brownie square you get at the store all prepackaged. It looked like part of a corner from an entire pan. So where's the rest of the pan, Chantal? What happened to it?
I try not to eat like too many desserts and chocolates and
Yeah, well, you don't try hard enough because you're still eating them.
things like that.
And since you're drinking soda, you might as well be eating a candy bar. It's no different. One is a solid, one's a liquid, but there's still sugar in it, dummy.
I do honestly rarely eat those. But I do crave them, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, God, we know what happened with you and your cravings. You got to give in to every single one of them.
The veggie nut bean burrito, fresco style? Yum. Diabetic chef for a week. Oh, yeah, I'm real rich. I wonder how much it would be. 30-day diet challenge.
She wouldn't make it 30 seconds.
Taylor, yes, 25 is very worrisome. But it hasn't been like that, knock on wood. It's
Yeah, but notice she's not coming on camera showing her blood sugar readings anymore. Gee, I wonder why.
usually that high, 25 mmol, when I don't take my meds consistently and I have an infection in my body. The Werthers are done. I ate them all. They're so good. Christmas party Werthers. No, at our Christmas parties, usually the toffees or toast. Yes, I watched. Actually, I don't think ever in my life I've ever scrubbed my feet. I just let the water in the shampoo
Oh my God.
and the soap wash them in the shower. They're fine. Hobbit feet. Babe, do you remember the Hobbit's feet? Ah! Babe, the curtain ghost. Or the ghost curtain. My feet never smell. And they're not black.
How would you know? You can't see your feet. You're not washing your feet. If you're not really washing your feet, they're filthy.
I said I never watch anything below the equator. What's the point? Your legs don't stink. No, I'm kidding. Well, I mean, we shave my legs.
I doubt that. I really doubt that she shaves her legs. Because shaving your legs, standing up or sitting down, takes a little bit of being limber, shall we say. If you're doing it in the shower, even more so because you got to lift your leg up. But even in the bathtub, which I'm sure she doesn't take a bath. So I doubt she shaves her legs. She's not washing her feet. She's not shaving her legs. Who are you kidding? You don't shave. You're not bathing. You're not shaving.
Mr. Frodo.
So let me get this straight, Chantal. You're over here trying to tell all of us that Salah loves you so very much. He's so devoted to you. You guys are so incredibly close. Yet in this live stream, you've told us that you pretty much don't bathe. You don't wash your feet. You're not washing properly. You don't use deodorant. Yeah. And you're wanting us to believe the two of you are intimate? I doubt it.
Sam Weiss.
And Salah just sat there and called you O-Beeze. So there's that too.
Cheese toes. Comes off like Parmesan. I need to go get a pedicure. That's it.
You better pay that person extra because your feet are probably nasty.
Like go to the salon. It's better. The Skechers. Cheese feet. Chantal Hobbit confirmed. Yep. Yeah, we were. I need more elven bread. Cheese curves between your toes. No, I spread my toes and the soap goes between.
Yeah.
And I don't have earwax and I don't have BO. Ever. What's this? Juice! Juice! Hi, Juice. Oh, your feet are cute. Oh, you're so cute. I love you. Oh, my baby girl.
Moving on.
Nose blind.
You are nose blind to yourself.
Millie. They probably do it too. We finished The Lord of the Rings. Finally. Yeah. But I don't want to start the Hobbit movies yet. I need a break. I want to watch something scary.
Okay, you know what? She's really boring me. I think we'll cut it off here. You know, like maybe there is more. But she's like, Chantal bores me quite easily these days. If there's something of note that I'm not getting because I'm stopping here, I'll find it on Twitter and include it in with the next react. But I don't want to bore you guys to death. You guys get the gist of what's going on here. She's eating her fast food. Salah is enabling her. She doesn't care about her health, and she's gonna do what she wants. Well, do what you want, but when you end up in the hospital, don't come crying to us, Chantal. We're not gonna listen. We're not hearing you. So that's it for this react, y'all. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.